Yes, everybody, Agamatsu here. If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you're here to find out how to do the planetary servants, right? And how to make it this large, because for a lot of you guys, regular burning servants could only really go up to 8 burning servants that surrounded you, and any more modification seemed kind of useless. So what happened? How did I make it go from this to the size that I showed initially, right? Well, there's actually a lot of steps that you have to take and a specific build that you have to make in order to get this, right? Hero Blade is kind of almost required for this, but in a way you can kind of get close to what I had in terms of size, but of course with different variants of the build you will get smaller results, as you can see right here. Not exactly the big ass size you saw at first, but still much bigger than initially shown. So the first steps that you need to do is to get your stats right? So the first thing you're going to be needing is Neural Overload and level 5 mantras for fire and gale, in my opinion, right? This will net you the best results and will give you that desired size that you are looking for. So that requires 80 flame charm, 80 gale, and 85 intelligence. You can go ahead and try to order the 85 intelligence and then put points into whatever else you want, but personally I would just recommend going intelligence, charisma, and then fire and gale, because these two give you the most options for having high ether, and you're constantly able to spam your planetary servants. As you can see, just fainting the Astrowind took 2 bars, and I have 610 ether. So just keep that in mind when you're making your builds. One thing that you also want to keep in mind is that you need to make mantras that you modify pretty much stacked to the max, so you're going to need a lot of notes in order to also try and get this desired effect. But basically, once you get your level 5 mantras for both your Flame and Gale, you want to make sure that one of those is actually Astrowind and the other is your Burning Servants, right? You want both of these to be level 5. What you will need to do next is put the maximum modifications on your Astrowind. This is 4 Drift, 4 Rush, 4 Stratus, 4 Cloud, and 2 Vibrance. You actually can't go past 2 Vibrance for whatever reason, but I think that's a bug that's probably going to be fixed, so you might be even able to make it bigger in the future. But for now, put those on your Astrowind. This will give you the biggest buff to any sort of mantra you inhale, because it takes the most amount of ether, right? Even if you have the maximum modifications on something like Air Force and you hit a limit to where you can't put any more modifiers, it won't take as much ether as an Astrowind. So that is what Inhale actually accounts for. I don't know exactly why it works like that, but it just does, so keep that in mind. Then after that, all you need is Fan the Flames, which you'll probably automatically get from having Fire and Gale, and you also need the Inhale talent for that, but we're going that anyway. And then you just put everything together. So you want your maximum modified level 5 Astrowind, you inhale that, and then you simply use Burning Servants. That is it. That is how you get the maximum planetary servants. Make sure you have Neural Overload as well, so you can get 4 of every modifier on this. And that's pretty much it. You do not have to modify your Burning Servants at all, unless you want to make it faster or a little bit bigger. You can add 2 more Burning Servants to the Planetary Servants, but I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better just to leave it so you can just have a low ether cost, because it already costs a lot of ether just to faint it. So if you have a Planetary Servants that's like max, has like maximum modifications, it's gonna cost so much ether to use it that like you're probably gonna be running out of ether a ton during most of your fights. That's gonna be pretty much all for the video. I'm gonna be going more in depth on how Inhale works and the entire build in general. But yeah, that's gonna be all. I just want to give you guys what you wanted, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace.